Seven-time Cy Young Award winner, 11 All-Star games, 2 World Series championships, the Rocket, Roger Clemens, here at Pinehurst #2. And we've had 7, I think, Open championships now at this home venue, and the U.S. Open coming up. But something special that's going on this weekend is the Jimmy V. And Roger, you played out here in the Privy. I want to ask you a few questions about your day-to-day, but first off, why cancer, the fight against cancer, why is that important to you?
Well, it's not only important to me, but important to, I hope, everyone in walk of life, because everybody's affected by cancer in one way or another. They know somebody that's battled it or has it recently, and what they're going through. It definitely tugs at your heartstrings. Deb and I have had our foundation for a long time. I feel a little bit tied to Jimmy V because 1983, I was fortunate enough to be on the mound for the University of Texas and win the national championship in baseball. And of course I'm from Houston, so we saw close and personal what the Wolfpack did to us in 1983 also. So I was very thankful. The great people that really do all the work behind the scenes for Jimmy V reached out and got in touch with me and asked if I would come this way. And you know, we love it. Like you said, it's about cancer, a little golf, and meet a lot of cool people, so we're all behind it.
The course today, you just came off of 18 on #2. Tell me what you thought.
Well, I tried to, because when I play courses that have this type of history behind them, you try and look around and see what it looks like, so when you have the opportunity to watch it on TV, you can remember a few of the holes, and it'll be set up a little differently as far as like grandstands and things like that. But I've been, again, because of playing the game I love at the highest level for 24 years, I've been fortunate enough to have been invited to some really cool golf courses like Pinehurst #2 and Augusta and Cypress, places where they've played, and I love the game of golf. It's obviously very challenging, and it's where I have my fun these days.
Best shot today, best hole, favorite hole, what did you think?
I hooked the 7-iron. I was in a little bit trouble left rough on I think it was like number 5, maybe 7. I can't really remember the exact hole, but I hit a nice little bender in there. And I have a buddy that I tease all the time that he only hits the ball left. He has to make 3 lefts to get out of the parking lot. His car doesn't even turn right, and I hit one of his little swinging hooks in there to about 10 feet and made it for birdie.
Fantastic. A couple of baseball questions, maybe?
Yeah, fire away.
All right. So, national championship at Texas, 2-time World Series champion, 3.12 ERA for a lifetime, over 4,000 strikeouts.
Man,
what would be the highlight?
I need to carry him with me.
I'll do it.
He's got it all. The highlight of my professional career,
or college. Would the College World Series be a bigger highlight than a World Series?
It's great memories, and now that my 19-year-old is officially on campus and going to play ball there, it's definitely was one of the stepping stones for me to make it to the majors. The first time I struck out 20, probably against the Mariners, was I guess my calling card or staying power showed my teammates that I was healthy, and we had a great year that year. And I got to tell you, 2 World Championships were just fantastic. I think I played in 6 World Series. Probably 2 of the most memorable ones were the losses: 1986 against the Mets, and 2001 with all the heartache and everything with the city of New York with the 9/11. I was supposed to pitch that night. I tell people I had the privilege to go to the Middle East with General Myers and visit with a number of our troops over there, and I told them about how I played the game at the highest level, and I felt I was a good teammate, but they're the ultimate team. But I was supposed to pitch that night when our lives changed somewhat, in not obviously a positive way, but I was supposed to pitch for my 20th win as a Yankee against the Boston Red Sox.
So, more passionate fans, Red Sox or Yankees?
Wow. Whichever stadium you're sitting in.
And don't want to be quoted on that one, right?
Yeah, and whatever uniform you're not wearing, so, but we talked about that today with the guys I was playing with out here for the Jimmy V deal, and told them that, and I had a Red Sox fan with me, and he wanted, I knew what answer he wanted, but I had to tell him that I had the privilege of playing in 2 of the most historic stadiums and for the most historic teams. I told him that, you see the black and white photos, and I pitched on that field that I see Ted Williams running around, and I stood almost similar to this, where we're standing with Payne Stewart's statue behind us. I stood on that field and pitched on that field at Yankee Stadium where Lou Gehrig gave his farewell speech. So, I mean, that's pretty cool stuff, guys.
That's even impressive to you.
It's awesome is what it is, yeah.
Now, we were joking about this before you came up. What happens if you run into Mike Piazza? Are you icy?
Well, Mike and I have actually, we get along pretty good, and we've not, I think we've played either in the same foursome or a couple groups before, but Mike's not the only guy that I had to, try and crowd. In 24 years, there's some big boppers out there that if you don't crowd them, they can hit the ball a long way off you.
Now, do you know when you tee off this weekend?
I do not. Somebody else might have that. Why?
We'll get it.
Okay.
So if people want to follow you this weekend.
Oh, okay. I thought you were wanting to stay off the left. I hit it left a lot, so stay off the left side of the fairway.
Yeah, don't crowd like they do at the Open.
Well, you know what? If you let me throw it out here, I'd feel comfortable, but I got to swing at it, so don't lean too far in.
Hey, what is Kobe doing? Last I heard, he was with a Toronto organization in the minors. What's going on?
Kobe, we did that little fun stint with the Sugarland Skeeters last year. A buddy of ours owned the team, and my former Major League hitting coach, and of course I faced him, Gary Gaetti, was with the Minnesota Twins when I was active. He's the manager of the Sugarland Skeeters, and they were kidding around last year. They ended up trying to come back and do that little stint and throw. It worked out well. I was extremely sore for about 2 weeks, and then we had something fun planned. The media got a hold of it and thought I was making a Major League comeback, but what it was, we were trying to keep it quiet because we didn't know if my son, who was with Kobe, my oldest one, is a catcher with the Blue Jays, and he had to be so-called released out of his contract so he could come catch his dad in a father-son situation. And Mr. Beeston, who the owner of the Blue Jays, Paul was great because a story that he tells, I believe if I have it right, is he's a big hockey fan, and he loved it when Gordie Howe came out of retirement and skated with his boys in a professional game. So this gave Kobe and I an opportunity to work together. And I tell people I've never been driven to the ballpark by my battery mate or given to a hug on the mound,
right.
on the out there. But Kobe is playing for Sugarland now, having a great power year. His average is down a little bit, but his power numbers are great. My second one, Corey, graduated from culinary school. He's a chef now. I'd like for you guys to get him on Hell's Kitchen for me so that guy can yell at him and make him nervous. Yeah, and Casey is our third one. He just turned 19. He is signed to attend and get his education and play baseball at the University of Texas. Shocker.
Hook 'em horns.
Yeah, shocker. And Cody, our youngest, is 17. He will be a junior at Memorial High School, and he is committed early to the University of Texas. So the brothers may get to play again in that game we love. We have a sign in the kitchen that says we interrupt this family for baseball season. That's exactly
all
what
K
happens.
names, and that's not a coincidence.
All K's. It happened that way, and whether Deb liked it or not, we tried to keep them all as similar as we could, and that kind of came from the 20 strikeout game.
You have a tough shot to make. Golf can bring out frustration. Do you ever go back to that goose fraba?
yeah, I do. I can bring Goose Fraba in a few times. Yeah, I need it on the course exactly. So, you know what? I love to putt from off the green. It drives other people crazy. If I'm doing it well, of course. If I don't putt well from off the green, it's great for my opponents. But I think it's like they say. I don't know why, and it's not because we play a lot. I don't get to play a lot now, except for these competition rounds like we're doing. So I really enjoy it. But I enjoy. We have a golf course in Scotland called the Renaissance Club, and I really putt from off the green over there. Sometimes from 50 yards away, but they just even those people can't even believe it. So put a lot of stress on my putter. I
What
guess.
kind of putter do you use?
The putter I'm using right now is a tailor-made putter, and it's more of a mallet type putter that I use. Yeah.
Looks exotic.
We'll be here for the U.S. Open. We'd love to have you as a guest.
Appreciate it, guys. It's gonna be fun. Like you said, women's and men's are here. That's pretty
Historic.
That's pretty special. Yeah.
Thanks for supporting the fight against cancer, too.
You got it,
Roger.
guys. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Roger.
Yep. You got it.
Enjoyed it.